Welcome to the final morning skate edition of the Inside Edge for 2013. Happy New Year to you. We're here in Denver today. It's the Blue Jackets and the Colorado Avalanche playing tonight. I'm Bob McElligott alongside of Jody, Shelley, and the Blue Jackets on the road to close out the calendar year here, opening a 4-game road trip against this Colorado team. And Jody, this is a team that in Colorado, they started off like a house of fire, and then recently it's been win one, lose one, here and there, back and forth. In fact, they're coming into this game off a loss, but this is a talented young group, isn't it?
You know what it is, Bob, and they have their captain is a young guy, Landeskog, and he's a very dynamic player. I mean, a lot of the league probably wouldn't know much about him, and it'll be fun to watch a guy like him tonight. Nathan MacKinnon is a young guy. He's a draft pick, first overall, last year's NHL draft. He comes in here, makes the team under Patrick Waugh, and as you mentioned, they had a great start to the season. They're going through some hiccups now, and it's probably an interesting dynamic with Patrick Waugh, who's such a competitor. I'm sure it was different with the wins than it is at the moment with the win-loss. He's a guy that, through stories, I don't know anything about him, but through hearing different things about players who play with him, he's a guy that would let his players know if they didn't do what's the best thing for the team on any shift, in any practice, at any moment, he would be in their face and let them know. So it'd be interesting to hear how he is as a coach from some of these players, if we do get to talk to them this morning in the Avalanche. But, yeah, as you mentioned, they're young, they're dynamic. The Columbus Blue Jackets are coming off a loss against Pittsburgh where they really gave the game away with penalties, I thought. And so they're here tonight, and they're in good spirits out there. We're just sitting at pregame skate, and they're in good spirits out there. They just need to get this tonight and end the year and end December on a good note. They could end December 8-4-1, Bob.
You're talking about Patrick Waugh and what a competitor he was as a goaltender. You've played with a lot of goalies. Have you ever, or who would you say is the most intense goalie that you've played with on the same team?
Well, I'll tell you two of them, and it's for the similar reasons. One for me was Henrik Lundqvist. Game day, you can't talk to him. He's very focused. He was the hardest working guy in practice. And I mean that. I mean, everybody works hard. But he didn't want to let one puck in, okay? And he would let you know. I mean, he's a guy that was unbelievable. And the other guy is Sergei Bobrovsky. Very intense, very, very, very battles on every puck. And very interesting to see Sergei Bobrovsky and how he works so hard.
Speaking of him, he is on the trip, and he did take some pucks earlier this morning before the rest of the team came out here. So there's a chance that we could see him on this trip.
That was a great sign. He looked good. He's moving laterally. He's pushing off hard. That groin doesn't seem to be a problem.
Nope, doesn't seem to be a problem at all. The other night against Pittsburgh, you'd said one of your keys to the game was 60-minute effort, not 58, not 59. Turned out to be about a 50-minute effort against the Penguins. Middle of the third period, they pulled away. They did so primarily, as you mentioned a little bit earlier, because of the power play. The Blue Jackets gave them 6 power plays, and Todd Richards was not happy with the types of penalties that his team took, which were stick penalties, tripping, hooking, and what he said after the game was, if you're not ready to skate against a team that has quick feet, then those are the kind of penalties you're going to take. And you could have that same kind of problem here tonight because this is a Colorado team that has a lot of guys that can get up and down the ice very quickly.
Yeah, it goes every night. Todd Richards puts a game plan in place for these players. And the players have done a very good job at playing that game plan, which is their identity. Win by committee, do your job the best that you can, because this team needs that on a nightly basis. There's not a superstar in the lineup that's going to score you 3 goals. There's not a power play to rely on. They have to win by committee, and they have to stick to a game plan. Todd Richards spent last night, and he'll spend all day today, preparing a game plan for this team tonight, and if they follow it, they will have a great chance to win. But he doesn't calculate little things like penalties and not moving your feet. So, yeah, he's frustrated with that. The season is a process and there's a learning part of the season you take from every night. So here they are tonight, and what'll be fresh in their mind is stay out of the box. Let's see if they can do that. And if they do that and stick with the game plan in place and get on the game, the straight-ahead Blue Jackets game, they're going to have a great opportunity and a great chance to win this game tonight.
When you watch NFL games here in Denver, no matter who's playing the Broncos, they always talk about the altitude, the elevation, mile high, and how it affects a player. they seem to kind of gloss over that when it comes to hockey. But you've skated out here. You've gone through it. How big of a factor is the elevation and the shortness of breath in this game?
Bob, it's unbelievable. For you to say they glaze over it, I want to take it. We're going to get some skates, and we're going to go out there and skate, okay? And we're going to skate for about 10 minutes, all right? And then we'll go back when we get in Columbus and we'll skate, and I'm telling you, my man. And I've played out here for a few games, and I've been skated after practice, extra work, and it's hard. You lose your breath quickly. You think you're in good shape, and then you get out there, and you're like, what's going on? Was it New Year's Eve last night? It's just one of those feelings. You just feel, where's your energy? So I think the Blue Jackets, part of their game plan tonight will be short shifts.
By the way, I don't think I'm in good shape. So let's just set the record straight on that.
I know, but what I'm saying is...
I know, I'm kidding.
You're out of shape, but you're really out of shape in Denver.
Okay, oh, perfect. Oh, good. See, I actually feel better because I was wondering what was wrong with me ever since we got here yesterday. But so the Blue Jackets and the Colorado Avalanche tonight. First game of a 4-game road trip for the Blue Jackets, and on to Phoenix, St. Louis, and the New York Rangers before it's all said and done. So that's going to do it for today's morning skate edition of the Inside It. You ready for New Year's Eve, by the way?
Yeah, I am. And I think that it's a good opportunity for the Blue Jackets to end the month the right way. I love that I love how they look out here tonight. They're loose. They're excited. They're working hard. They're actually going to honor Dan Heino tonight here before the game. The puck drop has been pushed back 3 minutes because they have a nice ceremony here for one of their beloved players, Dan Heino. So that'll be a great thing. And, I'm ready for New Year's.
All right, wear your party hat on the plane, would you?
I will. High five.
All right, sounds good. Dan Heino told me the ceremony can't last 3 minutes because there's not 3 minutes worth of highlights, and I told him he's wrong because on the sheet it says the puck drop is 3 minutes late. Tonight's game starting at 8 o'clock here at the Pepsi Center in Denver. Jody and I will be on the Blue Jackets radio network for you. Pre-game coverage starting at 7:45 tonight. That'll do it for this morning skate edition of the Inside Edge. For Jody, Shelley, I'm Bob McElligott.